Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm Bryce with DeCora Team, and here we have
Dale DeSharon
and Stephanie DeSharon.
And I recently bought their mother's property in Darrington, and it was a very long, intense process dealing with tenants, dealing with your mom who lived across the country, and we're all finished up now, so we're here just to talk about how it went. We worked together on a transaction in Darrington. Thelma was actually the owner, and I reached out to her a long time ago.
Right, yeah.
This has been a really long, drawn-out process.
Yeah.
And do you remember when I reached out? Was it last winter?
Well, his dad passed away in August of 2020.
Yep.
And we went through all the flurries of that, and his mom was back east and just trying to go through the process of bringing her out here. So I think it was springtime. I first remember.
I think it was
that she said, I can't remember if you sent a postcard or it was a phone call, but she's like, yes, this guy is contacted. And we were always like cautious because,
naturally,
as someone that's lost their spouse and they're older, they definitely get targeted, right? And so we're like, okay, well, let's check him out. And I think you ended up talking with her, right? A while ago. So it's been a while.
Yeah, and that's when she directed me to you.
Yeah, so basically my mother was, still dealing with the death of my father and wasn't completely sure what she was going to do with the house. But after talking to her for a while, it was best that we decided to go ahead and sell it. Me not really realizing what it looked like, I had not been up there for years. Was very, very surprised when I went up there and found the condition of the place. And that was actually when I met you up there. That was the first time I had seen it. She had been,
I think after you and Bryce had connected, I went and saw Thelma one day, and it had to be early summer because it was nice weather. And I was like, yeah, do you just want to drive up there and look at it ourselves? Because we hadn't been up there to look, and it was in really bad shape.
And that's why I reached out. I didn't know originally about the passing, and I just saw that it was in rough shape.
Yeah, because you just discovered it being up there, right?
Yeah.
And you just thought, wow,
anytime I go on an appointment, I'll drive areas.
Mountain view of this place is just spectacular.
It's beautiful. Yeah. So I saw the potential.
Yeah.
And I saw that there was a tenant in it.
Yeah.
After
talking to Thelma, she didn't really realize what the tenant had done to the place. And
so kind of the way the situation was, my dad was handling it. I think they had been in there, a minimum of 10 years, John?
Yeah.
Maybe a little over 10 years. And I, asked my dad a number of times, you need me to go up there with you? No, I got this. So I think he was kind of ashamed of how bad of a situation it was.
But he has such a kind heart. He always had a heart to help people. And so it was really difficult sometimes for him to take care of some more serious issues.
And to come down on people.
Yeah.
And I would have.
Yeah.
So.
Bring in the muscle.
But, we met Bryce up there, and I, to be honest with you, my first thought was, there's no way this guy wants his place.
No, seriously.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was
his sister Julie was with us, and they were both talking about that. They're like, wait, she said, I don't even know that they're going to take one look at it, and they're just going to be like, no, not happening, And, it was way beyond anything that I think we could have handled, as far as cleaning it up and getting the whole situation there fixed.
Yeah.
And Bryce was just phenomenal. First off, he said, that's what I'm here for. You told me this is what I'm here for. We can clean it up, and we can work with the tenant to find another place, another place to live.
That was a whole nother thing entirely. This tenant was a human being.
Yeah.
That had to be cared for.
Yeah.
Right.
But at the same time, when those kind of people are stuck in a situation where they have a conflict in front of them, they want to stay put.
Yeah.
So that's a very delicate situation to deal with, because you don't want them to dig in their heels, especially during the moratorium.
Right.
You know, that was in full swing. So you want to be gentle with them, help them out.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things we were most impressed with you was the fact that you were able just to walk through that with them and stay diligent about making it happen and providing every option and really just having that heart for people and working with them, because you're right, you don't want them to be displaced, but you're at a point where something has to change in order to move forward. And I was just really impressed with that.
Thank you.
I was too, and I thought, I actually felt like you put me at ease and you put them at ease, which is hard to do because I was getting more and more frustrated with the situation.
Yeah.
And you know, that's definitely not not something you see on a regular basis.
Oh, for sure.
And working with people.
The other thing is, you know, we, without having really experience or knowledge of what would we do, I mean, we would just have to go out and talk to people we knew and find contractors and find people. And I think just the expertise you brought, obviously once we met you, we knew that you had that expertise and you had people you partnered with to make those things happen. And that's just not something that we would have had time, you know, really to do. And time is so valuable. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Another thing we looked at was listing it on market. And I was upfront with you and I let you know the numbers either way. And you decided to sell to me. Why did you decide to sell to me instead of probably taking a higher profit and listing as is on market?
From my standpoint, is I felt like you were taking care of stuff. You know, you were helping us with parts of the sale that, you know, we would have had to deal with in terms of, I mean, the amount of stuff that they had on our property to move. You know, we would have had to hire that out, I think. The cleanup of the place, it was just, I mean, both of us worked full time, you know, and we wouldn't have had time to do what you did.
One of the biggest things in doing what I do is there are a lot of people who do this, but I always want to get there first, because one of my fears is you have this equity in your home. And my fear is having someone come and not let you know what the other option is.
Right.
Like, I don't care if you list or sell to me. Don't care. I just want you to know what's best. For you, present both options to you. Most people don't present both options.
Right, that's true.
No,
they end up taking advantage of people. So I try and get there first, so at least people know, and they don't always sell to me.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I'm not the highest, or sometimes, you know, things happen. But as long as you know all the options and you can make a decision, that's what I'm there for. I'm lucky you guys picked me.
I thought it was, the offer was very fair too. I mean, I know because of the foundation and, you know, everything where it came down, but still, we felt like it was fair.
So I'm happy. You guys turned out happy. I think the tenant's happy.
Yeah.
Have you touched base with them much? Or?
I have spoken to her one time after that.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's staying with her mom and has things in storage.
And is John same thing, or?
I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah. That's a difficult situation for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And it might have been, honestly, might have been a really good thing for her.
Yeah.
I was just
it usually is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on, like when you're at the rock bottom, usually a change in the chapter can means nothing but good things for these people.
Right. That's what I was thinking too, is sometimes you just need that catalyst to say, okay, they're getting older, everybody's getting on, maybe they needed to get to a new point in life where they can have a better life going forward.
Right. Right. So, and I could see that when we were out there.
Yeah.
So,
well, thank you guys so much for doing this with me. I look forward to staying in touch with you forever. I mean, we went through some intense stuff together, so I'm here for you no matter what, and I know you guys are there for me too. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is our first testimonial video that I've ever done, and no better group of people to do it with.
No, well, thank you.
I just want to say I recommend him. use the guy if you can.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. Make sure to like this video, follow and subscribe, and reach out if you need any help at all with real estate. Talk to you later.